Hey everybody, what's up? My name is Jub and I'd like to welcome you to the first in a new series of Football Manager 2011 videos. It's a new story I'm going to be presenting here on Machinima, and it's going to be something a little different to what you may have seen before on YouTube or Machinima, and that's because I'm going to be taking over an international team, and that's managing England. The main reason for that is because they are my home team, therefore I know the most about their national pool and the team. And I feel as if I can apply this knowledge and take them as far as I can in World Cups and European Championships, etc., and make a really good team of the future, to what you may know. My first act as England manager then was to strip the backroom staff of almost all of Fabio Capello's backroom staff and bring in Carlos Queiroz, who is has a reputation of continental, which is pretty good, and he maintains a good knowledge on England and the English team and football as well. The 5 fixtures we have: one friendly against Hungary and another against France. Bulgaria, Switzerland and Montenegro in qualifiers. They are all in 2010. I'm going to take you through some of them, the highlights of these games today. So the first team here, as you can see, against Hungary in a friendly at Wembley, I decided to play Jack Wilshere, left Steven Gerrard on the bench, since obviously I am from Liverpool and support Liverpool. I certainly know he is capable of, and we certainly made a good start with an own goal there from Lovas. A very annoying start, but no matter, a goal is a goal. Fortunately, one of the England players couldn't start my team off, but never mind. About 10 minutes later, Jermaine Defoe went through and scored a very good goal, very good passing movement between him and Rooney, and we went 2-0 up in a friendly against Hungary. And at this point, I'm thinking, maybe I could really take this team really far if I get the right attitude. And then Pinter scored for Hungary. Disappointing to score, of course, to concede, of course, but we got over that pretty quickly. As once again, really good pass and play, and a very good piece of play from Joe Cole, of course, now not really involved in the England team as much, but as I could play him, of course. Bear in mind, this is set in 2010. And then Jack Wilshere scored his first England goal with an absolute rocket into the top right-hand corner. And, well, he certainly made a name for himself there, and he will certainly be coming and continuing back into my England team. And then Wilshere, once again, cutting out the goalkeeper's hoof up the field, and Rooney took this on, and what is an England performance without a Wayne Rooney goal. Of course, there he goes, Wayne Rooney, making it 4-1, and that is what it finished there, 4-1 in the opening game of the season, and I was pretty happy with it. Set us in good stead for the qualifiers, and the next game was against Bulgaria, with, again, I decided to play a similar role, similar 4-4-2. I stuck with it. I tend to stick with the 4-4-2 formation. I didn't want to change a few things up. Steven Gerrard came back into the team. I stuck with the Rooney and Defoe partnership. I think it seemed to do quite well, so I thought I'll stick with it. And Lampard this time popped up with a good finish outside the box, and that gave us a 1-0 lead. Of course, once again at Wembley, so I was expecting a nice, not necessarily easy win, but certainly a good win. But Lampard opened the scoring fairly early on, and it set the tone really. Wayne Rooney, again, is very proactive self, getting around the field. Lampard, very good passing again, and Rooney just dominating the defence there, running through. Good save by the keeper, and Steven Gerrard there on hand to knock it in. So he's taken his place back from Jack Wilshere. The central midfield is doing very, very well at the moment. And then Martin Petrov, former Aston Villa player, of course, going up against the two English defenders here, unleashes an absolute rocket from about 30 yards out, and beats Robert Green had in goal there. Decided to rotate and mix and match the keepers to see how they'd fare. Obviously, bear in mind you don't take into account real life performances sometimes. But Adam Johnson there, also getting on the score sheet after a good reply against from that absolute corker of a Bulgaria goal, and Adam Johnson getting his name on the score sheet. And once again, we also got yet another. It was a bit of a late goal again in the 80th odd minute. Leighton Baines passing it to Lampard, who in turn then gave it to Steven Gerrard, back to Lampard. Great passing movement, as you can see, from the team. And Joe Cole there, finishing off a very good passing movement, getting another goal from him. Maybe England could use him again in the future. I severely doubt that. And again, we continue the absolute scoring route. Wayne Rooney, very unselfishly, popping it across for Frank Lampard to get his second, and to cap off a fairly convincing win for this England team in the first Euro 2012 qualifier. Oh, sorry, no, it wasn't. It was. We still had more goals, even surprising me. Rooney, of course, also popping up with yet another goal. Great goal as well. Great finish from Wayne Rooney, and it finished 6-1. Lampard getting 2 goals, Johnson, Cole, Rooney, and Gerrard getting on the score sheet for England. And so we start off our Euro 2012 campaign with a very impressive win against Bulgaria, but we had a much more difficult tie going up against Switzerland in Switzerland. Obviously, they have some great players there. Of course, Shaqiri, of course, one of the great wonder kids on this game. They have Fry, they have Bayrami, but decided to bring Aaron Lennon and James Milner in this time, keeping with Lampard and Gerrard in the middle. However, I decided to keep Wilshere on the bench. But we have made another good start once again with Wayne Rooney coming through and scoring another good goal and taking his tally up for England even further. Jermaine Defoe once again playing another good ball through, and Steven Gerrard on hand once again to knock it in. So that's 2-0 against Switzerland in the first half. And then we're sitting pretty at the moment, I'm thinking away from home, doing very well, dominating possession, dominating the game. And, if things were even get maybe even better with Steven Gerrard, Rooney, Lampard, all passing around, all mixing together very well. And Jermaine Defoe, once again, very powerful, very composed finish from him to make it 3-0 in the second half. And at this point, we absolutely were dominating Switzerland. However, they Rio Ferdinand, once again, also getting on the score sheet, his first goal under me. He's popping up this time. He was injured in the first game, and we kept a clean sheet for the first time under my management, and we won 4-0 in this case. Fairly easy victory in Bern against the Swiss. The next game was against Montenegro. Fairly difficult tie. Obviously, they've got some of the decent players as well. Obviously, you can see for yourself there. I don't particularly, no names particularly jumped out at me, so I felt this team was slightly weak. As you can see, I decided to play a few lesser players, such as Leighton Baines, such as Ryan Shawcross, such as Matt Jarvis was also included there, and Wayne Rooney getting himself on the score sheet again. A really good finish from him. Very impressed from him so far. But Montenegro come back pretty much straight away, about 5 minutes later, and they got themselves a goal through Mirosevic, I should say. I can never pronounce these rubbish Montenegro's names ever. I can never pronounce the names right. But Wayne Rooney also really getting into the stride again with another terrific finish off the bar, and that restored our one-goal lead to 2-1. And his tally just keeps rising all the way through. And Leighton Baines then with a free kick took a deflection off Steven Gerrard. Really should have been his goal, but Gerrard still off him, and we went ahead to 3-1. Good play here from Walcott, getting the ball back from a poor cross, and Wilshere again getting his name on the score sheet. So he's really pushing for a regular first team place in this team with these goals, and just generally poor play here from the Montenegro player. And we got possession back and made them pay once again with yet another goal. Wayne Rooney putting the cross, running right through the defence there, and Jermaine Defoe again getting on the score sheet. I think you can tend to see a pattern here with Rooney, Defoe, Gerrard, Wilshere and Lampard all getting on the score sheet, and that is how it finished. 5-1 Rooney with 2 goals yet again, and just the one for Montenegro. They also had Jovanovic sent off in the 53rd minute, and that made it really much easier for us to win. And our final game here was against France, and it was just a friendly, but this is the first real proper test for this England team, and I'm very, very delighted to say we did very, very well. Jack Wilshere retaining his team, decided to leave Steven Gerrard out this time, with it only being a friendly, retaining his partnership with Frank Lampard. Jermaine Defoe going through, nearly scoring there. They put up a very, very impressive display, this England team, and the French team looked a little lacklustre, looked like they did in the World Cup. Not the most impressive team, has to be said. I mean, they didn't go all full out, but as you can see, some great players there, the likes of Benzema, Luis Remy, and a very good effort there from one of the players, nearly catching Joe Hart out. But this is still in the first half. Wilshere combining well with Defoe, making a good effort from Defoe again. Unfortunately, couldn't beat Loris, who is an absolute monster on this game, I should point out. But in the second half, as you can see, David Beckham decided to play, and Eric Abidal gave away a penalty on Jermaine Defoe. And this is a real chance for us. Frank Lampard stepped up to take the penalty, and very, very coolly slotted it away. Very, very good finish from the midfielder there, and that is how it finished. We'll see a replay once more for those who enjoy a Frank Lampard penalty, and that is how it finished. By 1-0. We won all 5 games in 2010. I was majorly impressed with this team, and I feel that we can certainly take this into the European Championships. We do, however, have a few more games to go through before we do officially qualify, but that is how we sit at the moment, with 3 wins out of 3, 9 points, 5 points ahead of Bulgaria, who have won 1, drawn 1 and lost 1. We have yet to play Wales, and we will indeed be playing them in 2011, and that is what we're going to show you now. We are going to show you we only have the one friendly in 2011. We have to play Wales, Switzerland, Holland in a friendly, Bulgaria, Wales once again, and Montenegro as the final qualifier. Looking ahead to these games, I'm hopefully going to go out and win all 5 once again. Sorry, all 6 I should say. And with that, I hope you've enjoyed this day, and stick around, there will be more. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.